Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. It's awful early in the morning, I know. So it's nice to have everybody here. Hello, Gavin, Ron, Alan, Tom, Joe. 7:48. Okay, so here we are. Sorry, I'm cleaning my desk off yet. Here we are. Not much in the market has really changed. Bank of America had some earnings, and they certainly don't look like they're helping the market out here. So while nothing has changed, I'm going to stick with the same old thing that I try to do, and that is I'm going to follow what my trend indicator says. Red here, I'm sorry, green here, and red here. So I'm going to have to be on the short side right now, mostly. There certainly are pockets of longs. Energy might be one. But I'm going to have to be on the short side of things because that's where we're looking at. The T2122, for those that follow it, it's just kind of in no man's land, wandering around here. The areas that might make a difference, I think, are up here or up here. Anywhere in the middle, follow the trend on the chart is what I'm going to do at that point. So we'll just stay with that. I think that's the best way to handle today. Also, I think it's important to, when you look at the chart, understand on the SPY is we're underneath the 50 period moving average and we're underneath the 200 period moving average. And that's not good. In anybody's book, that is not good. Now, let's take down here for an instance. You can see that we're underneath the 50 and the 200. It's only good when we start to see buyers step in and we can put together a relief rally. So I suspect a relief rally will come. What I can't tell you is when it will come. We're going to have to wait for price to tell us that. There's some possibilities that we could look at. Like if we come right in here, I would say about 429.70, maybe even a little bit lower. Yeah, let's do something like that. 426 in this area here. That's possible we start a relief rally, but it's not until we see the price action step up. We could come down here. Price could come down here before we start to bounce to the upside. So we'll take a look at the Qs. The Qs aren't doing that great. We're still in a downtrend here. Price is underneath the T line. Really pre-market, there's nothing exciting. A little doji here, but nothing exciting. Pre-market, or I'm sorry, we have a gap right in here that could get filled. So again, as long as price is under the T line is under the trend indicator. The trend indicator is green. I think it's just, mind your P's and Q's. If you're not good with shorting, if you're not comfortable with shorting, be very cautious. If you can put some shorts together or puts together, then right now, go with the trend. It's in your favor. If you're looking at longs, remember the inverse ETFs are out there, and there are pockets of longs. Yes, they are. In fact, well, let's get going and look at some of them. So let's see. Let's do this. What can I do here? Let's start with a short. 3M. 3M is still looking short to me. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. One thing I want to show you on the SPY here. My bad. Sorry about that. Here's a weekly chart. That's a blue ice failure every which way from Sunday. It's also a low, high, and so far we're putting in a higher low. So watch what we're doing in here. Now, these two lines were those two lines I put on that daily chart where we could possibly see some kind of a relief rally start. But that cannot happen until price starts it. So no guessing, no hoping, no, yeah, boy, I'm gonna lasso some longs in here. Let those bulls come in there and let those bulls come in there and prove it, and wait for that confirmation. Um, the game of trading is about making the best trade you can, not just put something out there and hope that it moves up. So, all right, 3M. 3M is still looking like a short to me. I know pre-market we have a little bit of a gap down and it's come up. That means absolutely nothing to me. Let this market open up. Let's see what it does. And really, this is not bullish till it gets back over that 50-period moving average. In which case, I will consider this a bullish chart. That will be the rounded bottom breakout if it can get up here, stabilize, and hold above that 50-period moving average. Anything below that, all I see is a blue ice failure in a downtrend. ZTS is another one that just does not look like it's bullish here. You've got an evening star. We've got follow through. We have a little sideways activity going. And really, that's looking like a bear flag. Now, of course, at any time during the day, for whatever reason, this is trading, by the way, the bulls could come in and just change that. They absolutely could. There is a bit of an argument saying, well, we're basing. Yes, we are. And we really don't know if this is going to be short unless it starts to break down, or long if it starts to break up. Stocks for the watch list are for the watch list, not meant for minute by minute trading. In other words, who cares if they don't do anything today? What we want to look for is the setup going forward. That's what we want to look for. Let's look at a couple longs here. So GPN, you get into the global payments. Some of those aren't too bad. Some of them maybe not looking so good. So this is one of the pockets that might be able to put together a long. Here we've moved up. There we go. Here we've moved up to a high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. We've got a failed high in here. We came down and we even have a lower low. Now we're starting that next move to the upside. So what I'm really looking for is a breakout, proof that it can move up. So maybe something like that right here. Above that 140, 160 area, then we might get a run toward that 200-period moving average. This is a rounded bottom. Oh, the rounded bottom class is this Saturday, 10, I believe it's 10 a.m. Eastern, and we'll be talking about these and what to look for, and we're just going to be talking about. So GPN here might be setting up. Hey, I've got Twitter here. Why do I have Twitter? Because for those that just like crap, this is one for you. For those that just like drama, oh my God, here you go. Trade Twitter. I couldn't resist putting this up there. I just could not resist. I was just laughing at it. I turned CNBC on this morning, and wouldn't you know it, they're still talking about Twitter and Elon Musk. I mean, good grief, when is enough enough? So there it is. Low to a high to a higher low, big breakout. Here we have a pullback. So what you gonna do? Well, if we start to break out of these highs, you might look at something long. If we start to break below these lows here, you might look at something short. Day traders, have fun. That's all I can say about Twitter. Enjoy. VLO. Some of the energies are still looking good. This is one of those pockets. I am currently holding VLO. Bought it last week. Still looking good here. I still think it has a little bit of upside to it. Everybody's always wondering about a target on charts like this. Well, here's what you can do. You can go back and look at long-term back here and just simply put a line, and I'm just going to look at this right in there. Probably hard for you to see it because I have this set on a weekly chart. There, maybe I build it up a little bit more. So right in through here, we start to break out, then what we'll do is watch for this area right there. Another thing that people like to do is use some kind of Fibonacci projection. I'm going to use this fib projection tool. I'm going to go down to this low. I'm going to come up to these highs right here, and then I'm going to bring this bottom one up to this next low. So what I've done here is I've gone from this low to this high to this higher low, and now we're looking for it to move up just like that. Couple areas that we might look at is this right here around that 107.83. You've got a target up here, 112.15ish, something like that, and so on and so on. Just under 116 maybe, something like that. So that's a way to put targets in there. If you think targets are like just sky hooks or current bushes, the simple thing to do is follow price. That right there is the best thing that I can think of, is follow price. As long as price is bullish, stay bullish. Price starts to get a little hinky, take some profits off, close it out, wait for that next setup. Let's try another short. How about eBay? Look at eBay here. So eBay, we've been in this real long downtrend. The bulls tried to put something together, and they did. They put a very, very nice relief rally in. Well, so much for that. It's cooked, it's baked. The sellers look like they're back in charge. The bulls have given up. So let's look at this to the downside. Once again, we're under the trend indicator. Trend indicator's green, red. We're putting in that blue ice failure, or the failure of the 50-period moving average. Sorry, failure there, and then down we go. Next target to the downside. Well, maybe not the next. We're going to look at those lows, and then let's come in here and look at something about right there. So if you think there's some money to be made in there, rock and roll. Otis looking a little short. We have a rally up, fail the 50, fail the 50, and now it looks like we're coming back down. The trend is the trend. The trend is the trend. Until it changes, it's best to trade with the trend. Let's go look at a long. How about Oxy? We got Oxy. Here's one of those energy charts we're basing along. It still looks very bullish. The trend indicator here is nice and green. So nice little trade right in here, possibly something like this. Oops, there we go. Something like that. Maybe looking for even a 10% move. So let's come up here. 10% would be approximately right there. Here is a 24% move up there. What else do we have here? Let's look at a short. SHW, Sherwin-Williams. Here's another blue ice failure possibility, moving to the downside. Back down here to test these lows of about 8.5%, around 230 to 233 or so. Maybe only to 245 here. Watch price. Sellers look like they're in total control on this. Hey, another thing too with this market, and I've talked to several traders this past week, last week, not the weekend here, and everyone concurs that this market is about either one of two things: having patience like you've never ever had before, and let price, wait price out till it moves. If you're long or short, for instance, it kind of bebops around a little bit, going nowhere. So you either hold on to your position with incredible patience, or you trade the position, swing trade the position, even day trade if you have to. So in other words, you're short on this. So we start moving down, take profits into weakness on a short trade. Not necessarily close it out, but collect some of those profits. Because in this crazy market, man, this thing could turn around in a heartbeat. Definitely to the upside. If you're in a position moving up, well, here, let's back this up. So you're in a position and it just sort of does nothing. Again, you've got to have the patience, incredible patience, to wait for this thing to actually pay. Or when it starts to move up, you take profits into strength, because the current market right now is unpredictable, a very unpredictable market at the moment. And one hint of bad news takes that little bit of money you made, and I say a little bit, jeepers creepers, it could be 20% on an option trade, it could be 5% on a stock trade, and it could turn around like this, where if you're lucky, you're back down to even, or now you owe money on something where it owed you. So be on top of taking some profits along the way and keeping the risk down. What did we look at? Let's look at Target for a possible long. This was on the hit and run candlestick watch list last week as well. Target is looking terrific. I don't see any reason why it can't continue to move up. Follow the trend, follow price action. Do I have another short in there? Here's MAS. MAS still moving down. Nothing about this suggests that the sellers are giving up and the buyers are coming in. So now it's just a matter of waiting to that best entry. RV, Fred, Chuck, Chip, Phil, Al, you guys all may have different entries. You all may see this as a short. Some folks might look at this and say, well, I'm going to wait till it gets back to the 50 and short it. I don't disagree with that. Some are going to say, I'm going to short on weakness. Don't disagree with that. And some are going to short somewhere in here when it maybe gives a small little pop, little relief rally, and then you see bearish candles. The thing is we all have our little quirks, how we want to enter the chart, while we may all agree this is a short setup. Stick to your guns, stick to your rules. If your rules have been working, stick to your rules. If our rules aren't working, let us see what we can do to help. I can't guarantee we'll help, but we can sure talk about it in the trading rooms, hit run candlesticks or right way options. All right, with that, I need to check out of here. Get ready for the market open. We'll see everybody in about 20 minutes. You guys all take care, and let's have a great week, okay? Bye.